I'm Stephanie, the owner of Fresh Flowers LLC, and today I'm going to show you how to make flourless almond blueberry muffins. If you're like me, after 2 days of eating matzah, you're ready to move on. So this is a recipe that's perfect for guests that you have, someone gluten-free in your house. Anybody who enjoys blueberry muffins will love this recipe. It's very simple, and we're going to start by adding 2.5 cups of almond meal, which this is almond flour that's from Costco. Trader Joe's also sells blanched almond flour, or you can use almond meal. So I am going to use the almond flour. So you want to use 2.5 cups of almond flour. And you're going to mix that with a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And this recipe does not have to be exact. If you love cinnamon, you could use a little more cinnamon, a little less cinnamon. So you just want to mix that together, which I'm going to just use a simple whisk just to get the cinnamon mixed in with the almond flour. And you're going to obviously mix it again with the other ingredients. So you just want to get it to the point where it's pretty well mixed. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is beat your egg yolks, which you need to separate the eggs, the yolks, and the whites. I've already done 3 of them just to speed it up, but to me it's just as easy. This is an egg separator, which you pour in the egg and the yolk will stay on top and the whites will float to the bottom. Or I just go back and forth. I keep half, except I just mixed it up. I keep the egg white separate from the yolk and just go back and forth until there's no more white and all you have left is the yolk. Mix your egg yolks with 1/3 cup of sugar. And the vanilla, which you want to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you are going to beat that at a high speed until it's about double in size. So I use a regular beater with an electric mixer. And you want to do it for about 3 minutes, but you'll see when they double in size, you'll know. And they're going to get now, you're going to, I'm going to actually rinse these off. And now you want to take your egg whites and you want to mix those with 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, which is here somewhere. So you want to take 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt with the egg whites. And now you're going to do the same thing with the egg whites. You're going to beat them until stiff peaks form. And this will take about the same time, about 3 minutes. And before you start, you want to have your blueberries completely washed, and you want to make sure they're dry. And whenever you wash berries, it's a good idea to dry them on paper towels so you get all the water off. see, they hold their shape. The peaks hold their shape. So now, whoops, that's what you don't want to do. You're going to add the almond meal mixture to the egg yolks. Sorry about that. And with that, you're also going to add a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. You can buy this in any grocery store. Again, this one happens to be from Trader Joe's, but you can certainly buy it anywhere. And you want to use half a cup. And this really adds moisture to the muffin. And you want to be sure it's unsweetened applesauce. Because otherwise your muffins are going to be too sweet. Okay, so now you're going to mix this mixture together. And actually now I'm going to move on to this spatula, which is a non-stick spatula that's just easier to use. And now you are going to take half of the egg white mixture and fold it in. So I'm just roughly putting half in, and you want to fold it. So you don't want the egg whites to fall and flatten. So you just want to go from down, around, and keep it light, but mix all the egg white mixture in. And I actually have recipes that I make every single year. Also, as I mentioned before, if you have anyone who's gluten-free, this is a terrific recipe. And you will not miss at all not having any flour. Okay, that's pretty well mixed. You want to make sure that the bottom is not just the almond meal, that the egg whites have been completely mixed in. And then you are going to take 1 1/3 cup of your dried blueberries. And again, you want to, I'm going to throw in a few extra because I love extra blueberries in muffins. You want to just fold this together so you're not mashing the blueberries, but you're evenly mixing them in. And I'm going to add a few more because we love blueberries. Okay, and that is that. Now you're going to take a standard 12 muffin pan, and this one I have already filled with paper liners. You can use any kind of liners you want. These I happen to have rainbow and they're a little more decorative, but you can use plain white, you can use recycled paper. And the easiest way to do this is with a tablespoon. And you want to fill them pretty evenly if you can. They're not going to explode and overflow. So you can go almost to the top, and you want to make sure that each one has blueberries in it. And if you have extra, I happen to have a 6 muffin cup tin, But you could also make some little ones, mini muffins, which also work well. You just have to make sure you don't bake them too long. That's about good. Now, you are going to take some unsalted sliced almond, and you just want to sprinkle them on the top. This adds a little bit of crunch, and they get a little brown on the top and look really nice. And now you're going to take, you can either use raw sugar, demerara sugar, which is what this is, and you're just going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar, and again this gives it a little bit of a texture on the top. And you want to have preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to bake these for about 30 minutes.